Good morning, loved ones. Today it's Wednesday and it's the 6th of January. And we're gonna do some yoga. And actually it's a holiday in Sweden, and which is very good for me because I'm having a problem with the light. And now the sun is up. In Sweden, you know, the nights are very, very long during the winter, whereas we almost don't have any nights in the summer. So surely, you know, it's starting to get lighter and lighter, so the light will get better and better. So it's very good for us. We're gonna do 15 minutes of yoga again today, and so take your butts and drag them backwards so you get down on your sitting bones. Straighten your back up, roll your shoulders back. And as you can see, like on my left side, the leg is up much more than on my right side. And that's because I have a lock, like there's something that is locked in my left side, and especially in the hip. And I've been trying to work with this for a very long time, and it's getting better and better, but you can see that in my movements, they're very different on each side. And that's how our bodies are. We are different, you know, so, and maybe, you know, you can do back bends amazingly, whereas you're not that good in forward bends. Or you're really strong, but you're not that flexible. And I think that yoga and life is about accepting yourself as you are. So try to focus and listen to where you are right now and accept yourself there. Don't try to push yourself too much, but try to be kind to yourself during this practice. So close your eyes and focus your eyes on the area between your eyebrows, the third eye looking inwards. And feel where you are in your body right now. If you're stressed, if there are any tensions anywhere, just observe what's going on within. And observe where your breathing is in your body. Very often we breathe up in the chest. No, I'm not doing that. So what we want to try to do is to lower our breathing down into the stomach. Because in this area of our lungs, our possibility to take up oxygen is higher. And oxygen is what feeds our body. So try to, on the inhalation, observe my belly here. It really grows. First it grows the belly. It expands as a balloon getting filled with air. And then my chest is coming after. And on the exhalation, I drag my belly button towards the spine. Try to do the same. Three more breaths like this. Good job. Now we're gonna do the fire breathing, and as I've been telling you a few times before, what we do with the fire breathing is that we really work with our stomach. So it's, and we're gonna do that in like kind of quick. But if that's a problem, try to just get to know your body with doing it slowly. And we're only working with the exhalation. The inhalation is automatic, so don't think too much about that. And sometimes I remember in the beginning it wasn't automatic for me, so I had to take breaths within, and sometimes if I'm having a cold it happens now as well. So do your best, and I'm gonna count inside my head for to 100. So we're gonna do it for 100 seconds. So either close your eyes so you look. Good job. That was our 5 breathing for today. We're gonna do a hip roller. And I've been doing so much stretch to open up my hip, but I realized that if I do a hip rolling every day, that's when the magic happens. So it doesn't have to be the positions where I'm pushing myself and where it's most uncomfortable. It can also be like the really slow and in feeling, like when you're really observing your body. So we're gonna do like a slow rule, and on the inhalation you come forward, and on the exhalation you roll backwards. And we switch direction. And stop in the middle. Now we're gonna come up to all our fours. And we're gonna do just what we did yesterday. We're gonna do the cat and cow. So on the inhalation, you just come forward a little bit with your belly. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward. Inhale. Exhale. And go on in following your own breath. We stop in neutral position, and today we're going to do a small balance exercise. So on the inhalation, we're going to stretch our right arm forward and our left leg backwards. I'm cuddling up my plant here. On the exhalation, either we meet with the elbow or the head. Inhale forward. So is this teeth problem. One more after this. And come down. And make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. Open your hands. Make sure hips are hip width apart, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we come up with our left hand and our right leg this time. Exhale. And we come down to all our fours. And from here, we're going to put our toes down into the mat and come to downward facing dog. Work, like step a little bit on the space. Work your hip up towards the ceiling. And relax your shoulders. You really want to get a straight back here. Doesn't really matter how like straight our legs are. We really want to work our back out, because if we stand in downward facing dog like this, it's a very like it's not very good for our bodies. Whereas if we get the back in the perfect position, we get like a stretch between every vertebra. And it's a very, very fantastic position in many ways. From here, we're going to walk forward to our hands, and we stand hip width apart. Close our hands behind the back and lean forward. In this position as well, you don't want to strive to get your head towards the knees, but you want to strive to get contact with your belly and your thighs. Inhale, come up to standing position. And today we're going to just go through a mountain position, which is a very important one, because if you get everything in line in mountain position, you have like almost alignment for every other position. So when you stand in mountain position, you want your big toes together and you want your heels together. You press the inner part of your feet down towards the ground, and then you spread your toes as much as you can, just as we do with the fingers. And that can be really tricky as well in the beginning, because our toe, like most of the time our feet are just like shacked into shoes. We don't even think about them. Then we drag our hip a little in, so we don't stand like this. And we find a connection, like an energy around our pelvis. It's called a root lock. And we're gonna try to keep that during the whole classes, because then a whole yoga class is a core class. If you keep your root lock and your mid lock, which you create by creating an energy like between your hip bones and your rib bones, and drag the belly button in towards the spine. So if you keep the root lock and the mid lock during the whole class, you're gonna get like a fantastic beach body for 16. On the exhalation, we put our palms together in front of our heart. We're gonna start the sun salutation. So we inhale, come up with our hands. And here we lean a little bit backwards. On the exhalation, come forward. And here we take a step back. Put down our knee and inhale here. And here you want like a stretch on your front hip. Excuse my English. You come back with your left foot, knees down, chest chin down. Inhale, come up. Toes down, exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your right foot. Put your left knee down, inhale here. And what we're striving for here is to open up our chest. I'm a little too stiff for that. We come forward with our left foot. Exhale, bend forward. Palms together, inhale all the way up. And now we're done the right side. We're going to do the left side as well. So exhale, come forward. Take a big step back with your left foot and inhale here. Come back with your right foot. Knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward with your left foot. Inhale. Come forward with your right foot. Remember, toes together, heels together. Exhale down. Palms together, inhale all the way up. And exhale. Good job. We're going to finish the class off. So we put ourselves down into tailor position. Grab your asses. Straighten up. Close your eyes and focus the eyes on the area between your eyebrows. The third eye looking inwards. Just observe how you feel now. And try to remember how you felt in the beginning, before we started to do any exercises. Let your third eye lead you to the area around your heart. And in this area, you find an inner room that you go into, where you spend a little time all for yourself. There is nothing that has been and nothing that will come. It's just you in this very moment. Sahana Vavato Sahana Bonakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavvatidamasto Mawin Wishawahai Harihi Om. And slowly come back to this room where you're practicing your yoga. And you can open your eyes, and we're going to put our palms together in front of our heart. And then we take our palms up towards our third eye. And this is for us to think good thoughts through the day. And to our mouth for us to speak the truth. And to our heart for us to follow our heart and be kind to ourselves and to other people. We're going to finish the class together with 3 shanti. So inhale to start. Shanti. so much for today. Done a great job. Have a lovely day. Namaste.